Hello, this is a very quick introduction to how React components work using modern day React functions. All I've got here is the very basic React create app, which you can do by going to the React docs and then clicking getting started and create a new React app, and then just follow these steps here. That's all it is. So all I've got here is the very basic installation, so let's go ahead and play around with some stuff here. So we can consider React components in a similar way to how we use our HTML elements and attributes and tags. So for example, we've got a header here, but we could create ourselves a little header component. So if I go down here and define a new header component, and I tell you what we'll do, we'll just copy and paste the header that's up here and put it down here. And then what we could do is replace this with header like so. And if we refresh this, we still, whoops, I've crashed the compiler. So let's restart that. There we go. So as you can see, we still got the same output from our previous page. What the purpose of this is doing is allowing us to reuse code. So let's for example say that we wanted to have multiple buttons on a page. We could convert this into a component, and this is where things are going to get a little bit more complicated because we're going to start using properties. So const button equals this. We're going to have something called a children, and I'll explain what that is in just a sec. And then we're going to have, say, a link. We're just going to copy and paste this link here. The name is probably very good, so we'll rename it to link. So we're going to return code like this. We're going to pass in children here, and then for the link, we're going to change the href to reference that value. So let's break this down. Basically, we're returning some HTML. We're using the link property that we'll pass through in just a second to assign it to the href attribute of the anchor tag. And then for the children, we are passing in a value from children, and I'll explain how that works now. So if we go here, we're going to replace this with link, and then we're going to say in here, this is the text. And so basically, anything that's put in between the tags is your children. And then if I go href, and let's go https google.com, and then for the purposes of demonstrating what this is actually for, we can have now two links on the page, and we've reused that code. There's no need to duplicate the code, and this is particularly helpful if you're using frameworks such as Tailwind, where you can have hundreds of different class names repeated here. So like BG red 600 text MD hover effects and all sorts of extra stuff as well. So that in a nutshell is how components work, and of course we can tidy this up. So typically big projects get big, so let's create a components folder, and then what we're going to do is move our header into a file called header.jsx and link.jsx. The importance of JSX is to tell the compiler that we're using React, so don't forget to include that. So let's take our link quickly. We need to import React because we're using React in our code, and then we're just going to export default link. I'll quickly touch on component structures in just a second, but let's import our link from components, link like so, and then we're going to duplicate this, and then what we'll do is we'll just take this and drop that into here. You can see that link has automatically been hooked up because of my IDE, but you'll need to make sure that you include the link. We also need to add in import React from React, and we want to export our default, which is header. Whoops. Let's clean this up. Don't need any of them. So refresh that. We've still got the same thing, and we've got a very clean set of components here. I'd just like to correct myself on the JSX extension, telling your compiler which one to run. I think this actually depends on which compiler you use, because, for example, we're using Webpack here. However, I know from experience if we use Vite, then it requires the JSX extension. But your app.js, your main entry point into this app currently is a .js file. Common practice, I think, would be to make sure that this is all .jsx files. It helps the developer understand what that file may contain, which as a fellow developer I think is kind of helpful. Let's quickly look at the different ways of structuring a function, a component. So as you can see on the app component, we have this function app, and my syntax is const header equal this as an arrow function. You have either option, it doesn't matter which one you use. The decision is really up to you. Just develop a preference. So we can do this and this will still work. We can do that and it'll still work. You can even do an export default right here as well and save the extra line. Again, it's just developer preference. Hope that helps. I'll see you in the next one.